News at 10 with meteorologist Joe Garbacic. Sports with Beth Mensinger. Anchors Lisa Sugar and L.A. Tyrone. News, weather, sports, features, and more. You're watching WYLN's late edition, News at 10.
Good evening and welcome to WYLN's late edition for Friday, June 28, 2013. I'm Lisa Sugart. Tonight, a fundraiser is set for this Sunday to help fund a memorial to 4 children lost in a terrible fire in Pottsville. In sports, Beth Mensinger has more Little League playoff action tonight. Crystal Harris has what's up this weekend, and we have the dates and times for all the July 4th fireworks displays throughout the WYLN viewing area. Plus, meteorologist Joe Garbacic tells us if the weather will cooperate with all of your weekend plans. But first, late edition's look at tonight's top stories. A news conference today to mark the completion of a flood control project in Plymouth Township. This is what Plymouth Township looked like almost 2 years ago to the day, July 3rd, 2011. A storm dumped 6 inches of rain into Coal Creek. It went over the banks and caused havoc. Residents at the time told us it was worse than Agnes in '72. But this is what it looks like now. Not only has the creek settled, but there's now a containment system along it. And it wasn't done with federal disaster aid, but the Fed said the damage wasn't bad enough. But officials at several different levels went rounding up funding and managed to come up with it. State Senator John Udicek said it took cooperation.
When you toured that day, a day after that storm, and just saw the devastation and saw the frustration in the eyes of the residents, never expecting to see their homes knocked off their foundation. It was really just something to behold, and to think, how could you possibly rebuild? Where is the money going to come from? We were able to work with the USDA, with DEP, with the Luzerne County Conservation District, with Luzerne County, work with all our partners, and we're able to put together over $1 million.
For Plymouth Mayor Dorothy Petrosky, last night's heavy rains brought bad memories back and also made her thankful for that cooperation.
At first, I wasn't concerned because they kept saying we were getting heavy rain, but then, the skies weren't really getting dark, and then, at the dinner hour they started, and then when he came down last night, it was tremendous. And naturally, I think mostly everybody thought about, what happened 2 years ago. So, as I said in my, short speech there, it was Mother Nature's fury that, showing us just what a great job they did here.
Senator Udicek also said Senators Bob Casey and Pat Toomey, Congressman Lou Barletta, and State Representative Jerry Mullery were all heavily involved in that project. A candlelight vigil tonight for 7-year-old Madison Arner. Late Edition's Ann Gownley was in McAdoo this evening.
7-year-old Madison Arner, who died in Saturday night's fire in McAdoo, was remembered tonight by family, friends, and the McAdoo community. Hundreds of colorful balloons were released by the children to let Maddie know they care about her and miss her. Family friend and tonight's vigil organizer Jennifer Wessner and her husband wanted to put this together for not only the family, but Maddie's friends.
Everybody needs to grieve their own way, but it's just one last way for everybody to pull together and, mourn the loss of a very special little girl.
Maddie's oldest sister, Chastity Reed, was overwhelmed by the outpouring of support from the community this evening.
Honestly, Saturday night, we lost everything in 20 minutes. We lost our house, we lost our baby girl, we lost it all. They took my mom and my sister out in cardiac arrest. It took the firefighters 6 minutes to get to my house. That is phenomenal. And the way the community came together, it's just amazing. I never thought this would happen in McAdoo, and it is for my family, and it's just so crazy and so surreal.
Many we spoke with say that Maddie was a fun-loving kid who loved life. Her friends tell us that she was funny and will always miss her. Bradley Upshaw was Maddie's boyfriend.
About Maddie and what you love so much about her.
What do you want? Why did you come here tonight?
To celebrate her life.
And what do you want Maddie to know?
I wanted to know that I'll miss her.
I never had the pleasure of meeting this little girl, but I can just say she's had to be an extraordinary little girl to catch my little man's heart. And it's so sad to lose such a precious life. She's going to be missed, who knew her and people who didn't know her.
Members of the community are continuing to support the family as they grieve the loss of Maddie. Her friends Vanessa and Aaliyah had a lemonade stand set up on Blaine Street just hours after the fire. and today they were there to present $603 to the family.
I just thought that it would be a really sweet thing and that, you know, it would make a lot of people happy. She used to always tell us crazy stories. We used to call her Chatty Maddie because my best friend's mom was her Girl Scout leader, and she was a really good kid. I mean, like, we couldn't explain that this strategy was so bad. I mean, she was like such a great kid.
Karina O'Broyle also raised money and says that she wants to continue to support Maddie's family as long as they need.
We ended up raising $500 in the midst of 3 days. 3 days for the family.
400 of it was from us and 100 of it was from random.
We just started
people.
asking people. I posted up on Facebook, asked everybody to, you know, throw together whatever they could. I actually have people that have furniture actually in storage bins for them for when they find a new place.
If you would like to help, Wessner tells us about more fundraisers coming up.
We have a donation bucket here tonight, and then next Saturday on July 6th, there's going to be a bazaar all day long at Keystone Firehouse with music and bands, food, games, everything, lots of stuff, fire prevention, safety, I believe. And then on July 26th at the Strand Roller Skating Rink, the Girl Scouts and John Chigo, the owner of the Strand, are going to be doing another fundraiser because Maddie was a Girl Scout, so everything will also benefit the family.
During tonight's vigil, a rainbow appeared over Maddie's home, and many say that was a sign that she was listening and looking over everyone tonight. In McAdoo for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Ann Gownley.
What a wonderful community to do all that. More changes are coming to the Diocese of Scranton. The latest change affects a religious store that has been in operation decades. It began with an examination of schools and parishes within the Diocese of Scranton, and now Bishop Joseph Bambera is continuing the process with a look at diocesan offices and operations that included 2 buildings on Wyoming Avenue in Scranton, the former Holy Cross High School and the Guild Studio building. In an attempt to further streamline operations, the diocese announced today that the last remaining Guild Studio store will be closed.
The Guild building will be sold, and the offices that are in there now, including the Office for Parish Life and also Catholic Television, will be moving to the high school building, along with the communications office as a whole, which includes the Catholic Light office. As a result of this plan, in addition, the Guild Religious Goods Store, which is located in the Guild building, is going to be closed effective August the 31st.
William Janello is Executive Director of Communications for the Diocese of Scranton. He explained that the Guild has been operating at a loss, including net income losses of $100,000 for each of the past 2 years.
And this was a difficult decision, but it was made really to respond to the changing demographics and also the changing consumer habits. As we know, with a lot of other types of businesses, consumers are purchasing goods online. They're purchasing goods through catalogs, through other retail stores that also sell some religious items. And really, the Guild has been operating at a loss for at least the past 5 years, significant loss, and therefore it's just not possible to keep that operation going.
Now, you may remember that at one time, the Guild actually had branch stores in 6 locations: Hazleton, Carbondale, Williamsport, Wilkes-Barre, Tannersville, and Allentown.
Well, the Guild store was originally established in 1940 by Bishop William Hafey in Scranton. Over the years, a number of branch stores were opened in various parts of the diocese, and they provided, wonderful service to the people, the faithful of our region. Then, of course, in the ensuing years, consumer habits started to change, retail services started to change, consumers were buying less goods in the stores, so eventually the branch offices were closed. The last of those branch offices closed in 2001.
The diocese has been approached by parties interested in purchasing the Guild building. It is expected that the proceeds from that sale will help fund the repurposing of the former Holy Cross High School building. Again, the Guild closes August 31st. More arrests today related to that drug bust in Wilkes-Barre yesterday. Today, police arrested 26-year-old John Allen Miller of Plymouth, 26-year-old Keith Wazakowski of Nanticoke, and 23-year-old Brandon Richard Hines of Ashley. All were arraigned on drug trafficking charges by District Judge Paul Roberts in Kingston. All are in the Luzerne County Prison on $1 million bail tonight. Miller's name was mentioned in the arrest affidavits released by police during yesterday's arrests. Are you planning to use fireworks to celebrate the July 4th holiday? Late Edition's Ann Gownley has important tips to keep you and your family safe.
Injuries from fireworks can be preventable if they are used correctly and in the right environment. At Hazleton General Hospital, registered nurse and injury prevention coordinator Gail Malloy shows us how to properly light, use, and dispose of fireworks to keep you and your family safe this holiday season. Statistics from 2011 say that 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after the 4th of July, there are approximately 200 visits per day to emergency rooms across the country with firework-related injuries. And what some may not know is a high percentage of children are brought in with injuries from popular fireworks known as sparklers.
The majority of injuries to children are under 5, and 67% of those injuries are caused by sparklers. The problem is that a sparkler is a piece of metal that has a lot of chemical wrapped around it that ignites. Depending on the thickness and the amount of combustible that you have on this piece of wire determines how hot it gets. Now, we boil water at 210 degrees. We can melt glass at 650 degrees. These start off at over 1,000 degrees.
To keep your children safe, Malloy says to make sure you supervise them while they are using them. Have them wear something like sunglasses to protect their eyes, and make sure they keep them away from their bodies. After each sparkler is out, make sure to not just throw them in the grass, but to put them in water to ensure it is out and cooled down. Fireworks that you place on the ground like fountains should not be picked up or gone near for at least 5 minutes after it has stopped.
There could be residual explosive material, and you could go and pick it up thinking it's done, and it would explode on you. The same as if you go to light something and it doesn't light. Don't go back near it. Don't go anywhere near it for at least 5 minutes, because a dud is not a dud, and duds should not be related. You should put them in a bucket of water or wet them down.
Other statistics show that 50% of injuries are burn-related, and 46 of the body parts that are injured are hands and fingers. But not all fireworks can cause bodily harm. They can also cause property damage.
The 4th of July is the #1 fire day in the whole United States. There's over 20,000 fires that occur just on the 4th of July, and according to the National Fire Protection Association, over 40% of those are caused directly by fireworks. So you want to be sure you put them on a flat surface that's not combustible, and you want a hose. The hose spray should reach at least 10 feet beyond where the firework is in case the embers go and catch something else on fire. That's what will happen.
For more information on how to keep you and your family safe while using fireworks, you may stop by Hazleton General Hospital and pick up pamphlets in both Spanish and English. In Hazleton, for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Ann Gownley.
Thanks, Ann. Well, no tax hike in the Wilkes-Barre Area School District. That's the first time in 14 years that has been the case. The board adopted a $102 million budget by a 6-2 vote. The budget carries a $1.8 million deficit, but the budget takes that amount out of the $5.8 million fund balance. Christine Katzok and Lynn Evans cast no votes. Katzok said that while she was happy there was no tax hike, she still thought overall spending levels were too high. It is called the Stop IRS Act, and it's being co-sponsored by Congressman Lou Barletta. The act adds political targeting of taxpayers to the list of reasons Internal Revenue Service employees can be dismissed. The word STOP in the Stop IRS Act is an acronym for Stop Targeting Our Politics. The bill comes in response to admitted abuses of IRS power in targeting groups or individuals based on their political ideology. A Wilkes-Barre Police Department detective has been promoted to captain of investigations. Detective Joseph Coffey took the oath of office yesterday to take on his new role as the captain of investigations. Captain Coffey was hired as a Wilkes-Barre police officer in 1991, promoted to sergeant in 1994, and then detective in 2004. Well, tomorrow you have an opportunity to take a trip back in time at the Greater Hazleton Historical Society and Museum. The Society will be opening its doors to the public from 10 till 3 to browse the displays, or if you prefer, a guided tour that will take less than an hour. Historical Society President Tom Gabo says there are some new additions that many may be interested to see.
Right behind me here is one of the stall doors from the underground bathrooms that were downtown on the corner of Wyoming and Broad Street. They're now gone, covered and filled in because of the Broad Street Corridor project. But this was the one remaining item that was salvageable, was this one door. Everything else down there was pretty much rotted and decayed to the point of not being able to salvage it.
Gabos hopes to add the Coney Island sign from the restaurant formerly on North Wyoming Street in the next few months. It is currently being restored. Again, the open house tomorrow from 10 till 3 at the museum, 55 North Wyoming Street, Hazleton. Admission $5 per person. There is parking for visitors behind the building. Well, if you're recently engaged or in the midst of planning the wedding of your dreams, or you're looking to spend a ladies' afternoon out, WYLN and Carmen's Country Inn has the event for you. It is a fabulous wedding show entitled Beautiful Beginnings this Sunday from noon till 3 at Carmen's Country Inn in Drums. Meet experts in photography, flowers, lighting and venue design, limousine, videography, entertainment, hotel accommodations and more, all under one roof, and it's free and open to the public. Future brides, all ladies looking for an afternoon out, there will be complimentary light refreshments and a cash bar. That's this Sunday from noon till 3 at Carmen's Country Inn in Drums. Again, you don't have to be getting married to attend. An important reminder for those who ride the buses in Hazleton. Hazleton Public Transit has announced that there will be no bus service on Thursday. That is in recognition of the July 4th holiday, and the transit offices will also be closed. Bus service and office hours will both resume on Friday, July the 5th. And that's a look at tonight's top stories. Time now to get our first look at your weekend forecast. Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is sitting by right now in the Weather Center with our latest preview. Joe?
Thanks very much, Lisa. Of course, we had that heavy rain that moved through our region earlier once again today. We had it yesterday. What about this upcoming weekend and next week? Will we see a break in this weather pattern? I'll let you know coming up next.
When it comes to the wire, guys, you are going to have an amazing experience. And if it means giving you back your money, plus, I'm going to do it. We guarantee everything. 112% money back guarantee. Labor and material guaranteed for a year. So you don't really need to worry about it. You're going to walk up to the wall, throw the switch, put your power cords in the outlets, and everything is the way it's supposed to be. Call me. Your time is valuable. If we're late, you get paid.
You work hard at fundraising events for your organization. What better way to raise awareness to your cause than to wear a custom embroidered or screen printed shirt from CTC Apparel Plus. CTC makes it easy to create t-shirts that get your message out. Not only do we have packages at different levels that are affordable, but the t-shirts will be name brand, stylish, and comfortable. All it takes is a minimum of 25 shirts to start promoting. There are no setup fees or deposits required. Call CTC today at 570-454-3754.
The Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce welcomes all vendors and crafters to participate in the Downtown Hazleton Farmers Market beginning Saturday, July 13th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 20 West Broad Street. To become a vendor, call 570-455-1509 or email info@hazletonchamber.org. Heritage Sure Save, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. Come see for yourself. They have the freshest selection of meats, cheese, and produce. Baked goods made fresh on premises. They have an in-store butcher who is happy to accommodate your special orders. Be sure to stop in and check out their unadvertised specials. You'll find them throughout the store. See their flyer for weekly specials. Heritage Sure Save, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. This week at Heritage, it's back. Jerry's hot summertime one-day specials. Don't miss the savings. WYLN TV 35 is looking to hire a highly motivated, energetic salesperson for the Hazleton and surrounding areas. We offer a competitive salary and benefits package. Call 956-5772.
know, we had the watches, we had the warnings across our region earlier tonight, but now actually not looking too bad. The only exception would be over the northern tier of Pennsylvania. Susquehanna and Bradford County still have those flood warnings in effect from all the rain that we've had from yesterday and even throughout the daytime hours of today. Taking a look at our live 35 Skycast Doppler. Again, not a whole lot going on right now. Much more quiet as it was, much different than it was earlier tonight. 62 degrees, our live Lehigh tire conditions. Outside our station in Hazleton, humidity now coming in at 100%. The pressure, 29.54 inches of mercury. And since midnight, we picked up 34 hundredths of an inch of precipitation. So it was a mild morning. We started out generally temperatures in the 60s for overnight lows and managed to get up into the upper 70s in the higher elevations. Elsewhere, temperatures managing to make it up into the 80s. Temperatures right now 65 in New Angola, 69 in Berwick, 68 in Shenandoah, 69 in Monterey City, and 68 in both Danville and Bloomsburg. Satellite and radar severe thunderstorm watches as those are indicated by those yellow boxes down toward the south. And we've had some showers and storms coming through. Some of them were strong to even severe. Again, an area of low pressure just spinning counterclockwise, bringing in the showers and storms. And this is going to be our weather maker even as we head into tomorrow and as we go into our Sunday and Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, maybe even Thursday of next week. It won't be at least until the middle part of the week, if not the ending part of the week, that finally we get a break from this pattern, and I think we can finally start to dry things out across our region. But in the meantime, through next week with the showers and storms around, keep the umbrella handy. If you have to be outdoors, again, the chances there could be some more flooding, especially in the poor drainage areas and even some of the smaller streams and creeks as we continue to have that persistent moisture coming into our area. In fact, right along the eastern part of the United States. Tonight, though, not looking too bad out there. Tomorrow, though, temperatures generally, again, in the upper 70s. Elsewhere, temperatures in the 80s. Going to be looking at some showers and thunderstorms scattered in nature. And the extended forecast brought to you by the wire guys at Division of Arc Electric. This is pretty much going to remain for the next several days, going into next week as we begin July as well. Temperatures generally holding in 70s, and by the ending part of the week, looks like we'll start to see a break from this particular pattern. Our evening Pennsylvania lottery numbers at daily 858, the big 4, 0363. Quinto numbers looking like this, 29087, cash 5, 136, 22, and 41. Lisa.
Thank you, Joe. Well, coming up, how you can enjoy a day of Zumba, all for a great cause. The organizer of this fun event is here with us, and she'll have all the details next on Late Edition.
Mario Andretti has won at Pocono.
For years, it was one of IndyCar's crown jewel events.
Heading for the checkered flag, Al Unser, Bobby Rahal, Rick Mears, and A.J. Foyt.
And now they're back.
The yellow is out.
Blinding speeds over 220 miles an hour. What a battle. Thrilling wheel-to-wheel action.
Oh, James Hinchcliffe is a winner again.
Kids tickets as low as $12.50. You don't want to miss history as IndyCar Triple Crown returns to Pocono.
Hey everyone, want some close-to-home fun? Join the Keystone Active Zone Passport program to create your own backyard adventure exploring parks, trails, and events. It's fun, easy, and it's free. This year's Passport has more than 30 stops. Enjoy Riverfest in Wilkes-Barre and Pittston. Explore the Delaware and Lehigh National Heritage Corridor and more. Register at kazpassport.org. Visit as many stops as you want. Each stop has a question. Find the answers and log them in on the website. Start exploring today.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Tamaqua, PA is a 3-generation family-owned and operated dealership entering their 33rd year of business and continues to uphold the family philosophy that every customer should be treated as part of the family. Stop in and let them show you how they honor these values. You'll meet a family member in every department, from finding your new car in sales to low interest rates and financing and extending your vehicle's life and service.
Give us the opportunity to show you. We're big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you.
A roadside bomb in Iraq made Brian Anderson one of only a few surviving triple amputees from the war. Despite losing both legs and his hand, Brian has not slowed down. As a spokesperson for veterans organizations, a television and film actor, and now the author of the incredibly inspiring book called No Turning Back. Brian Anderson on the next Storm Politics, only on WYLN.
Welcome back to Late Edition. Well, unfortunately, there's been a lot of tragedy in our area recently. We heard on the news tonight about the special vigil in McAdoo for little Maddie Arner, who was killed in a terrible fire on Saturday in McAdoo. And as we told you earlier, a terrible, tragic fire in Pottsville on Mother's Day took the lives of 4 children there as well. Michelle Yarnell is a woman from the community who has been involved in trying to get the community to come together, remember these children with a special tribute. And the 4 we are talking about are 2-year-old Elijah, 3-year-old Emily, 7-year-old Jeremiah, and 8-year-old Joy Brown. And their father and their aunt also passed away in that terrible fire in Pottsville.
Right.
Thank you so much for being here tonight, first of all.
Thanks for having me.
And I commend you and the wonderful people in McAdoo who are stepping up to make sure that these children are always remembered. So first of all, what made you want to come forward and get involved? Because you had another fundraising event prior to this.
Right.
And now we're going to be talking about another one.
Right.
What made you get involved?
When I heard the loss of the 4 children and the father and the aunt, my heart just went right out to the mother. The community that knew the children, there was many people that knew them that were involved with them. My heart went out, it ached. I knew there was a playground up the street from them. I thought it'd be a great idea to redo a playground. But when I heard there was one up the street from them, they spent an enormous amount of time at this playground. So I couldn't think of a better way to remember these children than to do a dedication memorial site at the playground.
So Bunker Hill Park is right there. We're showing video of it right now. Bunker Hill Playground is right near where the terrible fire was, and so they used to play there. So, Michelle, what are you hoping to do with that playground to remember the children?
The main site will be the memorial site. We will have a plaque there with the children's pictures on there with a nice saying. We're going to have park benches with memory of the Brown children on them. We're going to redo the playground, clean it up, repaint things, add a few things as we can. Also hoping to add 1 or 2 pieces of playground equipment, kind of just make it really nice, a place for people to go to remember the children at, and the community to share everything together. And I'm just hoping this playground can be as beautiful as the community allows us to be, in memory of the kids. And it's just really important to me that it's beautiful.
I commend you, and I think everybody does, and I'm sure a lot of people will step up to help in this wonderful cause. But on Sunday, you're doing something fun for the community,
right. Yes.
And everybody can come out, have a day of fun and exercise. So tell us what this is, a Zumbathon.
Yes, a Zumbathon. A Zumbathon is a Latin-inspired exercise class. Honestly, it's more like a dance party. It's very fun, energetic. You don't even know you're exercising, honestly. It's just so much fun. It's fast-paced, easygoing. It's made for all ages. We're actually having Zumbatomic, which is based for children. Children can go to a class while their adults, whoever brings them, moms, dad, grandparents, can attend the adult class. And it's just a nice exercise class for adults, one for kids. The kids ones, if they get bored, they'll play games with them and stuff. It's just a very nice event.
And we have it up on the screen now that it's taking place this Sunday from 1 until 3 at the Schuylkill Racquet Club in Orwigsburg. So a great place for everybody to come out, and
Right.
for anybody who's not familiar with it, it's easy to get to, right on 61?
Yes, and there'll be signs to look for too as well.
Okay. So who do you want to come out to this? You want people of all ages?
It's all ages, young and old. It's you work at your own pace. If you need to take a break, you take a break, but it's a lot of fun. It really is. And if you ever wanted to try it, now's the time to come. We have different instructors. They all have their different styles. So it's a good thing to do. It really is. It's a lot of fun. It's for a great cause. We're going to be doing 50-50s. We're going to have giveaways. It's a good event.
And how much is it?
For adults, it's $10, and for 12 and under, it's $5.
So that's pretty reasonable to come in and have 2 hours of great fun and exercise, and maybe you'll get hooked and you'll want to do this some more. And you're going to be doing it all for a great cause. And of course, Michelle, anybody who's watching and can't make it out to this great event on Sunday, they can donate.
Yeah, we do have a bank set up, Union Bank and Trust Company, and a fund set up for the Brown Children Memorial Fund, so all donations can be put right to that bank account. So anything we raise, we're going to work with, and like I said, I just want to try and make this kind of like their playground forever.
And you have a target date that you're trying to get this done by.
Right. We're doing cleanup and all the work the month of July. August 4th is going to be the revealing of the playground. At that time is when we're going to reveal the memorial. Children can come and plant a plant in the garden. We're going to have some entertainment to keep the kids busy while other kids are planting. And then we're going to have the dedication service, ribbon cutting by a close family or friend member. And then also, the very last thing we're going to do is a balloon launch. Just going to kind of give a note, tie it to a balloon, and kind of give a final goodbye to the kids.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I hope everybody comes out Sunday, and then I hope they'll come forward and help support the project on August 4th as well, so that they'll come out and you'll have a great turnout, great support by the community. And again, we commend you for doing this wonderful project.
No, thank you, and I want to thank all the community for the support.
And our prayers, please take them back to the family. We hope that everything is well for them.
Thank you very much.
Michelle Yarnell from Pottsville. Thank you so much. And again, the event this Sunday at the Schuylkill Racket Club on Route 61 in Orwigsburg. Come on out and have some Zumba fun.
It's Justin from Grand Central, announcing how everybody can make the Grand Central connection with the grand opening of our second location on Route 93 across from Berger Family Dealerships. During our grand opening celebration, take part in our weekly $300 Hazel Park gift certificate giveaway. Grand opening price is up to 50% off, free delivery, and up to 36 months interest-free finance. And remember, shop Grand Central, where your house becomes a home.
WILN will be at the oldest motorsporting event in America, the Giants of Spare. WILN will again give you all the turn-by-turn coverage with Marty Burns. WILN TV 35, the station to turn to when you want live sports.
Hi, I'm Liz Tolan. I'd like to invite you to the first annual COPS event. It's taking place on September 21st right here at the Butler Township Community Center. This event, brought to you by WILN 35 in Hazleton, the Greater Hazleton Health Alliance, and other area sponsors, will consist of a 5K run, 5K walk, kids fun run, open air concert, free cookout for the community, crafters, tricky trays, and so much more. Proceeds from this event will go to benefit 4 area police departments. When you call these men and the men and women they serve with, they're going to be there for you. Won't you take one day out of your busy schedule and be there for them?
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi Electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
So Mother Nature did not cooperate with Little League tournaments around the area yesterday, moving a ton of games to today. It was pretty iffy in spots like at Burvon Field in Berwick, where the 11 and 12-year-old All-Stars hosted Shamokin Mount Carmel in District 13 play. Second inning, a nice grab here by Shamokin Mount Carmel's Logan Wells at second to get that force out. To the bottom of the second, Tom Reisinger up for Shamokin Mount Carmel. The ball hit to Ian Kuba, who starts what looks like it'll be a 6-4-3 double play, but Reisinger will be safe at one. In the third, the lights are on at Burvon. Kuba up to the plate for Berwick. He will rail one to right field, but Mark Wetzel, he will make the sliding catch for the out. Rain coming down pretty hard here. John Ayers hits the rope to right center, and John Chapman will score, putting SMC up 1-0. Moving to the top of the fourth, Caleb Gehringer bat on the ball too short, draws the throw, and Henry Novicki, he will tie it up at 1. Nick Hess will get the sac fly to right, and it's good enough there for the go-ahead run. Moving to the top of the fifth, and I thought that this one was the play of the game. Not was it only just right in front of me, but Mac Dimmick in left field for SMC. He robs Berwick of another hit with that dive, but it's not enough as Berwick will go on to win it tonight 6-2. Let's head back to District 18 play. Tamaqua hosting Valley West in the 11 and 12 age division. This one had a rough go at getting started. Rain delay, tarp on the field, but eventually it was time to play with the ball. It's time to play ball underneath a double rainbow. Top of the second, Valley West Ryan Wolk solo shot there, putting them up 4-2 over Tamaqua. Then Quest Wilson for Valley West will rip one right up the middle, out of Tamaqua's reach. He will get the RBI single, and Valley West goes up 5-2. Tamaqua has runners on first and third with 2 out. Brady Antolik with the throw to Jordan Pick. They will retire the side, keeping the score 5-2, and then will go on to win it 7-6. All the other games in District 11 were postponed tonight. Now, the Bloomsburg University football team has been nationally ranked in 2 preseason polls. Coming off a 10-2 season last year, the Huskies are ranked 10th by Lindy's Football Annual and 17th, according to the Sporting News. And 2 players, Franklin Quita and Brian Clark, were named preseason All-Americans. Bloom will be taking calls from Paul Dara, the new interim coach, after longtime coach Denny Hale retired. Dara was the squad's defensive coordinator for 16 years. Stick around, more sports coming up in a little bit, but first, Lisa's back after the break.
For a dealer that will take the time to get to know our needs.
And hook me up with something that has some all-wheel drive and some power. Blam!
And what will you be using the car for primarily?
Cycling, snowboarding, kayaking, you know.
Gardening, antiquing, and commuting to work.
I've got just the car.
And we've got just the dealer.
The right car.
The right price.
The right dealer. Fairway Subaru. Yeah.
Join us this week on Wellness Through Physical Therapy. We're going to talk about weight management, obesity, and we're going to tell you some things that you may not know about how your body works and how you can be on your way to better weight management. It's all coming up this week on Wellness Through Physical Therapy. Join us.
A candlelight vigil was held tonight for 7-year-old Madison Arner. Late Edition's Ann Galney was there.
7-year-old Madison Arner, who died in Saturday night's fire in McAdoo, was remembered tonight by family, friends, and the McAdoo community. Hundreds of colorful balloons were released by the children to let Maddie know they care about her and miss her. Family friend and tonight's vigil organizer Jennifer Wessner and her husband wanted to put this together for not only the family, but Maddie's friends.
Everybody needs to grieve their own way, but it's just one last way for everybody to pull together and, you know, mourn the loss of a very special little girl.
Maddie's oldest sister, Chastity Reed, was overwhelmed by the outpouring of support from the community this evening.
Honestly, Saturday night, we lost everything in 20 minutes. We lost our house, we lost our baby girl, we lost it all. They took my mom and my sister out in cardiac arrest. It took the firefighters 6 minutes to get to my house. That is phenomenal. And the way the community came together, it's just amazing. I never thought this would happen in McAdoo, and it is for my family, and it's just so crazy and so surreal.
Many we spoke with say that Maddie was a fun-loving kid who loved life. Her friends tell us that she was funny and will always miss her. Bradley Upshaw was Maddie's boyfriend.
About Maddie and what you love so much about her.
What do you want? Why did you come here tonight?
To celebrate her life.
And what do you want Maddie to know?
I wanted to know that I'll miss her.
I never had the pleasure of meeting this little girl, but I can just say she's had to be an extraordinary little girl to catch my little man's heart. And it's so sad to lose such a precious life. She's going to be missed by people who knew her and people who didn't know her.
Members of the community are continuing to support the family as they grieve the loss of Maddie. Her friends Vanessa and Aaliyah had a lemonade stand set up on Blaine Street just hours after the fire, and today they were there to present $603 to the family.
I just thought that it would be a really sweet thing and that, you know, it would make a lot of people happy. She used to always tell us crazy stories. We used to call her Chatty Maddie because my best friend's mom was her Girl Scout leader, and she was a really good kid. I mean, like, we couldn't explain that this tragedy was so bad. I mean, she was like such a great kid.
Karina O'Broyle also raised money and says that she wants to continue to support Maddie's family as long as they need.
We ended up raising $500 in the midst of 3 days. Yeah. 3 days for the family.
400 of it was from us and 100 of it was from random
We just
random
started
people.
asking people. I posted up on Facebook, asked everybody to, you know, throw together whatever they could. I actually have people that have furniture actually in storage bins for them for when they find a new place.
If you would like to help, Wessner tells us about more fundraisers coming up.
We have a donation bucket here tonight, and then next Saturday on July 6th, there's going to be a bazaar all day long at Keystone Firehouse with music and bands, food, games, everything, lots of stuff, fire prevention, safety, I believe. And then on July 26th at the Strand Roller Skating Rink, the Girl Scouts and John Chigo, the owner of the Strand, are going to be doing another fundraiser because Maddie was a Girl Scout, so everything will also benefit the family.
During tonight's vigil, a rainbow appeared over Maddie's home, and many say that was a sign that she was listening and looking over everyone tonight. In McAdoo for WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Ann Gownley.
Thank you very much, Ann. And that's a look at tonight's top story recap. When we come back, Crystal Harris is in with What's Up This Weekend. We have the list of all the July 4th fireworks displays, and Beth is back in with more sports.
And the weekend is upon us. Find out if we'll see any rain in our forecast. I'll let you know in just a few.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Managing risk is more than just buying an insurance policy. At Dreyfus, our approach is different. Risk management professionals who have the tools and experience to help our clients avoid and survive unexpected events. We can help you with risk transfer, OSHA requirements, safe workplace, cybersecurity, and claims management. All of these go well beyond an insurance policy. We're also independent, so we can access dozens of insurance carriers like Grange Insurance, who can insure your auto, home, business, and life. Dreyfus Insurance since 1901 and Grange Insurance since 1935. We're committed to helping you manage risk.
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tournapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA.
Join us at Carmen's Country Inn, where Happily Ever After begins on Sunday, June 30th from noon until 3 for the wedding show of the season, Beautiful Beginnings. The area's finest in service and products will be on hand to show you how you can make your dream day come true. Enjoy a fashion show by Wedding Bells Bridal Shop. Sample a wine designed especially for the occasion by Simply Homebrew. Not planning a wedding? Join us anyway for great ideas on how to make your next social event spectacular. Join us and bring your friends. This event is free and open to the public.
Welcome back to Late Edition. I'm Crystal Harris. We'll have a rundown of 4th of July celebrations in a few minutes, but first, here's what's up this weekend. You can still head out to Breakers at the Mohegan Sun Casino in Wilkes-Barre tonight to see popular group UUU. That show goes until 1:30 a.m. Cemetery United Methodist Church in Weatherly is holding a rummage sale tomorrow from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. at the church on Carbon Street. There will be something for everyone, plus you'll be entered into a drawing for just attending. And while you're in Weatherly, the Weatherly Area Community Library is holding a Chinese auction tomorrow from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at Urana Park. The event will feature refreshments, a bake sale, and a book sale, plus a drawing to win an iPad. Columbia Hose Fire Company No. 1 is holding a community yard sale tomorrow at the Fire Company in Shenandoah. If tomorrow is a rainy day as predicted, then the yard sale will be moved indoors at the fire hall. St. Peter's Church on 9th Annual Old-Fashioned Picnic takes place tomorrow at the church in Tamaqua. The Rain or Shine picnic runs from noon until 8 p.m. and will feature lots of food, fun, and entertainment. The 52nd Annual Freeland Open Golf Tournament is being held at the Sugarloaf Golf Club tomorrow. There's a shotgun start at 1 p.m. plus dinner and awards to follow. Black Creek Township's annual 4th of July festival is tomorrow. The event will take place at Rockland Park with a car show from 3 until 9 p.m. and fireworks demonstration at dusk. The Hazleton Art League will host an evening of music tomorrow night. The newly formed folk group Clayton Ravine will be making their Hazleton debut at the Art League on Broad Street in Hazleton. Plus, Condition Oakland, Everyone Except Me, and Make Up the Breakdown will also perform. Doors will open at 6 p.m. and refreshments will be served. There will be a suggested $5 donation at the door, and proceeds will benefit the Art League. On Sunday, you can head over to Carmen's Country Inn in Drums for the Happily Ever After Begins wedding show of the season. But if you're not getting married, don't worry, because the event is free and open to the public. Plus, we'll feature event planning for all occasions, not just weddings. Refreshments will be served, and the event runs from noon until 3 p.m. Frackville's fireworks can be seen at dusk on Sunday at the Little League Complex on West High Street in Frackville. Plan to head over to Harmon Geist Stadium on Wednesday for Hazleton's 14th annual Hold Your Flag High Day. There will be lots of entertainment vendors and, of course, fireworks at dusk, so you won't want to miss out. That's what's up this weekend. Now let's take a look at more places you can celebrate the 4th of July in our area.
Bottleneck Saloon and Eatery, now open on the square in Wilkes-Barre. Stop by to see us for lunch to break up and brighten up your day. or get it to go. Our lunch menu ranges from light to all right, with signature salads, saloon-style sandwiches, crunchy rings, Nipa's best wings, and draft drinks to power you through the afternoon. After work, we're there to help you unwind with friends. Put little bottlenecks in your day. Bottlenecks Saloon and Eatery, now in the square. See you there.
Your family's good health begins with a great team. That team is the Alliance Medical Group. We're the first healthcare provider in the greater Hazleton area to offer a fully integrated approach to family and specialized medical care. Our expanding network of more than 30 physicians and specialists are trusted by thousands for routine and complex medical treatments. For a convenient appointment at any of our 15 regional offices, simply call 501-4AMG. Alliance Medical Group. Your health, that's our specialty.
When your car has seen her last mile, you want to make sure her old parts and fluids go here and not here. At Harry's U-Pull-It, we dispose of your old car parts the right way, recycling every piece possible. From parts to fluids, when you bring your old car to Harry's, you'll know that our state-of-the-art system is keeping your footprint as green as possible. Harry's U-Pull-It.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Wilkes-Barre WWE VIP Experience presents WWE Live. See World Heavyweight Champion Dolph Ziggler with AJ and Big E Langston in his corner defend his championship against the Pride of Mexico, Alberto Del Rio. Plus, the Viper Randy Orton takes on Jack Swagger. It's WWE Live in Wilkes-Barre, Sunday, July 7th. Tickets and VIP experience packages are available now. Go to WWE.com for more information.
Recapping our Little League coverage from tonight, we begin in Berwick. The 11 and 12-year-olds hosting Shamokin Mount Carmel. In the fourth, with runners on second and third, Caleb Geringer gets the ball. Bat on the ball, hits it to short, drawing the throw to first. Henry Novicki will score the tying run. Berwick does not look back from there. Novicki even hits a two-run homer in the fifth. Then we have Tamaqua and Valley West. Ryan Wolk up to bat there. He knocks out the solo shot, putting Valley West up 4-2 over Tamaqua. They will go on to win it 7-6. Have no plans for the 4th of July yet? Well, Pocono Raceway announced today the July 4th IZOD IndyCar Series test session will be free to the public. Drivers will be zipping around the track on the Thursday before Sunday's Big Pocono IndyCar 400 starting at 9 a.m. and testing will then continue throughout the day until 5. Gates will open at 8 a.m. if you are planning on checking it out. Looks as though Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce are headed to Brooklyn. Garnett has agreed to waive his no-trade clause. The deal sends Garnett, Pierce, and with Jason Terry to the Nets for Gerard Wallace, Chris Joseph, Chris Humphreys, and 3 first-round draft picks in the 2014, 16, and 18 drafts. The Celtics will also either get Reggie Evans or Keith Bogans. The only remaining tie to the Rangers' last Stanley Cup in 1994 is leaving the club. Mark Messier is leaving the organization. He said it wasn't related to his being passed over for the head coaching job, though GM Glenn Slather thinks it is. Messier says he's leaving to help develop the Kingsbridge National Ice Center, which he says will expand hockey in New York. Ottawa Senators captain Daniel Alfredson will return for another season. The likely future Hall of Famer said he'd decide shortly after the Stanley Cup Finals. His decision, Alfie, as he's known in Canada's capital, is 40 years old. He's an unrestricted free agent, but is expected to re-sign with the Senators. He had 10 goals and 16 assists during the regular season and 10 more goals in the playoffs. Not only are the Patriots no longer selling Aaron Hernandez jerseys, they'll take yours back if you bought one. The Pats will exchange any Hernandez jersey purchased from the team store or online for a new Patriots jersey of comparable value. The exchange policy has a number of provisions and is only good during the weekend of July 6th and 7th. The offer only applies to in-stock merchandise and not custom orders. Now let's check out tonight's scoreboard. In the Eastern League, Reading over New Britain. Harrisburg and Bowie postponed. Altoona and Akron game 2 postponed. Akron gets game 1 4-1. In the International League, Pigs get the game 1 over Durham. They lead by 2. In game 2, Norfolk also getting a win 8-4 over the Clippers. In the majors, not a typo. Cleveland 19, White Sox 10, a high scorer there. Tampa Bay falls to the Tigers 6-3. Angels and Astros tied at 1 in the 8th. The A's with a 2-run lead, and the Mariners trail the Chicago Cubs in the 2nd. National League, Pittsburgh, Washington, and the Padres all with W's tonight. The Braves shut out the D-backs. Rockies are up 4-0 over the Giants, and the Phillies blanking the Dodgers this far into it 4-0 in the 2nd inning. Joe Garbachik's coming right back. Stick around.
The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated at 542 North Wyoming Street in Hazleton, serving the greater Hazleton area since 1890 and still family owned and operated, offers convenient parking, handicapped accessibility, seating for over 150 people, casket, cremation product showrooms to accommodate traditional, cremation, and pre-planned funerals. The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated, 570-454-3341.
We build tires, but not tires like anybody else. We build Cooper tires for people, not just cars. For chauffeurs and shuttle pilots, heavy haulers and trophy trout fishermen, which is why we've built our new Discoverer AT3 for all traction, all terrain, all the time performance. Life's a road trip. Come on, let's go.
Enjoy the great outdoors at the Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range's Trap, Skeet, and Sporting Clays course. No waiting and no lines. First time shooting? Whitetail Preserve employs certified instructors to help you get the most out of your experience. Hungry? The restaurant at Whitetail has a great menu to satisfy and offers catering for all occasions. Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, approximately 13 miles west of Hazleton and just 1 hour from Allentown, Reading, and the Delaware Water Gap. 118 Boulevard Road, just off the Rockland Road near Rockland. 384-2314.
Off the Beaten Path. New episodes coming soon only on WYLN.
Alrighty, well, we've been having a lot of rain around here lately and downpours and some flooding across parts of our area. But how about 3 months without seeing any measurable rainfall? It shouldn't surprise you. Arizona, usually you think of the heat, you think of the desert, you think of the dry conditions. 2002, but 91 consecutive days without any type of measurable rain. But we've been getting plenty of it, and still some rain on Live 35 Skycast Doppler. But again, not as much as what we saw earlier. Not going to be a whole lot going on through tonight. Still can't rule out the possibility of a little bit of rain, a shower, maybe an isolated storm, but that's about it. And then heading into tomorrow, may have to deal with some more scattered showers and storms, and that's going to be the case as we head into the entire weekend and as we start going into next week as well. 61 outside our station in Hazleton, humidity now coming in at 100%. Since midnight, we picked up just about a third, actually a little bit over a third of an inch of rainfall. Notice those winds, really not much of a factor. A trio of 65s in Towanda, Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, and Mount Pocono, 70 in Allentown, 68 in Selinsgrove, 64 in Williamsport, and 64 in State College. Holding in the upper 60s in the Wyoming Valley area from Nanticoke through Wilkes-Barre, Kingston, and Lehman. So we got the showers and the storms moving through. Some of them were strong to even severe, but not as much going on now as we are getting into the 11 o'clock hour. But again, keep in mind this weather pattern is going to stay with us over the next several days. Really no breakdown in the pattern, at least until the middle part or any part of next week, which means looking at the potential of some more downpours across our region through early next week. Temperature-wise, higher elevations may not be getting out of the 70s. If you want all the heat, this is where all the heat's going to be building. Out toward the west, the ridge is building in. We're kind of stuck in this troughiness, if you will. And as long as that's the case, that gives us the inclement weather and the chance for showers and thunderstorms. And that's in the forecast brought to you by the Wire Guys, a division of Arc Electric, right through the weekend. And as we go into much of next week, looks like we're still going to see those showers and thunderstorms here and there. A lot of the time we'll have a mix of clouds and sunshine, but keep the umbrella handy.
Well, hopefully they can get their fireworks displays
Keep
in,
the
which
fingers
on
crossed.
just about every day of from now until the 4th, and after the 4th there's fireworks displays planned all over the place, as you saw on our display, showing all of them. And also don't forget that the big wedding show is this Sunday at Carmen's Country Inn from noon till 3. Come on out, enjoy a great day with all the ladies and have fun whether you're getting married or not. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you Monday.